Hi guys, welcome to Magical Moments by Miranda. I am Miranda, and let's get started on today's topic. So today, for my very first video blog, I decided we would talk about one of my favorite things about Walt Disney World, and that is food. So I know it gets very confusing looking at all of the different restaurant options, so I thought today I would talk about my top 5 favorite quick service restaurants. But before I can get started talking about my favorite quick service restaurants, I will quickly tell you the difference between quick service and table service restaurants. So a table service restaurant is probably what you think of when you think of a restaurant. You are seated at a specific table and you have a server waiting on you the entire night. So it's basically like a normal restaurant. Quick service restaurants are, you got it, a lot quicker of a dining option. It's basically you go up to a food kiosk or a counter and order your food, and sometimes you can order ahead. It's just a lot quicker option for you to dine at Walt Disney World. Another thing is with table service restaurants, I don't know why my nose is so itchy. Most of the time you need an advanced dining reservation. And that we will talk about in another video, but just quickly I'll touch on it. Dining reservations can be made up to 6 months in advance, and you need those for every single table service restaurant at Walt Disney World. Most quick service restaurants, you do not need a reservation. There are a few exceptions, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But most of the time you do not need a reservation. You can just walk on up to the counter and order. It's usually pretty simple. So with that being said, let's get into my top 5. All right, number 5, we will go to the Magic Kingdom, to Fantasyland, and we will walk right into Pinocchio Village House. Pinocchio Village House is the cutest little quick service restaurant, I think, in Magic Kingdom. What I like about it is it serves flatbreads, pizzas, salads, and it's such good food for a great price. You get a lot for your money. I feel like flatbreads are it's a lighter option compared to a lot of Disney food. So I like it when I like something light and I don't want to feel like crummy the rest of the day, especially if I'm at Magic Kingdom, because you know I get my steps in, I'm ready to roll. And I used to know somebody that worked there. They kind of made the experience pretty bad. No, I'm totally kidding. Okay, anyway. Number 4, we are going to stay in the Magic Kingdom but walk to Main Street, USA and right into Casey's Corner. I love corn dogs. Maybe it's the Midwest in me, maybe it's the Iowa State Fair, no idea, but for some reason corn dogs are always a good idea. They offer foot-long chili dogs, foot-long hot dogs, but they also have mini corn dogs, and you guys, if you like corn dogs, these are top of the line. They're so delicious. I don't know what they put in the batter, but it is so good. My favorite thing to do is to get my little mini corn dogs and my french fries and walk across the little pathway to the hubgrass and chill with my corn dogs and my french fries. Last time I did that I got eaten alive by flies, but normally it's one of my favorite things to do. So if you like corn dogs and hot dogs, definitely Casey's Corner. Side note, I've seen people what we call rope drop, which means you go before it opens and wait in line, and then right when it opens you rush in. I've seen people rope drop Casey's Corner at 10 in the morning. You know, some people just need their corn dog fix, I guess, and I'm not one to judge, but 10 o'clock in the morning, rope dropping Casey's Corner. Okay, anyway. Moving on to number 3. I can't make it 3. 3. There we go. We will move on to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I would like to talk a little bit about Flame Tree BBQ. Now, Flame Tree BBQ, I've only tried once, but it was a very good experience. I love pulled pork. Again, Midwest. I think we're just gonna deal with this demographic for a little bit. But they had excellent pulled pork, and I had the barbecue pulled pork french fries where, yep, you guessed it, they just put pulled pork onto the french fries and, you know, put some nacho cheese on there just for, you know, extra loving. But it was super delicious. It's such a great snack. They also have sandwiches there too if you wanted to lunch. That's what's so great about quick service is you do get a lot of food for your money. So even if you do want it just as a quick thing, but you maybe also want to try something else later, definitely get one and share. That way it kind of fills you up for the moment, and that will give you the opportunity to try more things later in the day. Moving on to number 2, we will go back to the Magic Kingdom into New Fantasyland and talk about one of my favorites, Be Our Guest. And yes, you guessed it. It is the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast. And yes, actually, for breakfast and lunch, Be Our Guest is a quick service restaurant. Now, this is one of the exceptions I talked about earlier, where you do in fact need reservations for both breakfast and lunch. Breakfast, you get so much food. It is a little bit pricier, ranging around $20 per adult, but you get a breakfast entree, which are all delicious, by the way. And then you also get fruit, because, you know, fruit. And then you get a plate of pastries. No, not a muffin. Not like a little bagel. No, you get a plate of pastries that has blueberry and chocolate muffins, chocolate croissants, anything any bread-loving person would be very happy with. So you get that on top of your entree, on top of your fruit, and it is excellent. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a big breakfast eater. Definitely go and enjoy Be Our Guest. What's nice is that since it's quick service, you don't have to sit anywhere in particular. You can choose between the ballroom, the West Wing, and the Rose Garden. So if there's a special place that you wanted to eat but couldn't ever eat there for dinner for some reason, you can wait until a table opens and sit in that particular room for breakfast and lunch. And along those lines, lunch is very reasonably priced and such good food too. And that gives you the experience to actually dine in Be Our Guest without having a very fancy dinner or trying to get those very difficult dining reservations. All right, and my number 1 favorite quick service possibly of all time. Yes, we will move all the way to Epcot, take a little trip in the World Showcase, and stop in France and go into the patisserie. You guys, I feel like I've talked a lot about pastries and bread. That's fine, right? Anyway, go into the patisserie and you have so many delicious food options. Number 1, I'm just gonna say, you can order a baguette. No, not like a little baby, like, oh, that's cute baguette. No, you get a giant baguette for like $2, mind you. And the cute little French boys will give it to you. Not only can you get the baguette, but there are so many delicious quiches, sandwiches, more delicious pastries, macaroons, anything your little heart desires is in that patisserie. So those are my top 5 favorites. You know, just for fun, we'll throw in some honorable mentions. Number 1 honorable mention is the Harambe Market at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Delicious African cuisine. If you've never tried it, I would definitely recommend it. It's all very, very good. And my second honorable mention, back from the dead, Min and Bill's Dockside Diner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now I say back from the dead because, you know, this past year they were on my list. I was very upset with them because they got rid of one of the best, the best quick service dish in all of Walt Disney World Resort. Besides crab ragu and sushi rolls. That's a different vlog in itself. Anyway, the best dish, quick service at Walt Disney World. But don't worry, they literally just brought it back 1 month ago. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the pulled pork macaroni and cheese. Now that we've taken a moment, you guys, I am not joking. it is the best thing in the world. And I know I'm getting like very passionate about a lot of the foods I'm talking about, but like I said, I'm very happy they brought it back because I was going to strike, I think, probably. Anyway. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little top 5 favorite quick services, plus some more. I do love to talk about food. So if you want to continue the conversation, leave a comment, text me, send me a message. Anyway, so happy you guys could stop by. Hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you're not too hungry like I am about to eat my dog, who looks pretty comfortable right now. Anyway, okay, well, thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you guys later. Have a magical day. Bye-bye.